Namaste everybody, and thank you for joining yoga practice today. Today we're going to be focused on a deep stretch throughout the whole body. So let's start by lying down in Shavasana on the yoga mat. Bring your heels to the corners of the mat here. And we want to try and be as comfortable as possible. So you want to pull your shoulders down, palms facing up towards the ceiling, and focusing on the rise and fall of your belly here. Relaxing the mind here, taking a nice deep breath in and exhaling all the way. And you're just doing that, resting, allow the mind to settle so that we can just go into a nice meditative practice. Push your heels to the corners of the mat here, so you're stretching out into the calves here, pointing the toes. And then you can also wriggle your fingers as well, wriggle your toes. Just making a conscious connection to all of your toes, your fingers. And then flexing the feet back and forth here. And you can also stretch out wide with your arms here and flex the wrists. So the back of the wrists push out and the front of the wrist pushes out. So you're doing that with your feet and your wrists as well. So you're getting a stretch in two different directions here as you're breathing. Okay, good. Now let's land our feet onto the yoga mat. We want to bring them close to the body here. We also want them to be wide on the yoga mat so that you can get a nice wide range of movement. Arms are going to come into a cactus shape. We're going to drop the knees to one side, turn the head in the opposite direction to the knees. So you get a twist inside the spine here, warming up very gradually, breathing and stretching. And after doing a few of these movements from side to side here, what we're going to do is we're going to bring the knees together and bring the feet together. So we join them together and then drop the knees to one side. One foot is going to naturally stack up onto the other, keeping the knees together so that we're not bringing the knees apart at all. Dropping them from side to side here. Turn the head again in the opposite direction, breathing and twisting. And you can also really press your hips down onto the mat here. It gives a nice massagey type of sensation on the glutes and on your lower back here. And then let's pick up the feet off the mat here and drop them from side to side. And this gives us a different stretch. Move slightly further up the back here as you're twisting. And then also you can kick the top leg out so you get a nice stretch on the outside of the leg here. And change to the other side, stretching out. And then slowly come back into the middle. And if you feel like you've traveled down the length of your mat here, you can just readjust yourself on the yoga mat here. And then let's push the heels back out to the corners of the mat here. We're going to just take the arms up towards the ceiling. And we're just going to push one hand up past the other. And this just loosens up the shoulders and your upper back here. And take the hands back all the way onto the mat at the back. And then we want to make the arms feel nice and heavy so that we get a stretch in the armpits as well. So you want to just glide your arms forward all the way, bringing them down to the side of your body. And if you're a meditative type of person, you can kind of visualize the energy around your hands, feel the air on the back of the hands and on the front of the hands, on the arms. And you can visualize light even. You can try to feel the prana flow through your body, the chi, as you're gliding your arms back and forth here. And when your arms reach around about 45 degrees here, or start reaching diagonally, start moving towards the floor, they're here around about this point, you should start feeling heavy, and your arms feel they're really stretching into the shoulders here as well. So very, very slowly moving all the way back here. And if you've got the space around you, you might like to do some swimming motions here as well. So you can bring your arms up all the way, bring them all the way back down, and you can go wide. So you can just swim your arms wide and down, and then back again. You just do a few of these movements with your arms, big circles. And of course, you can go the other way as well. So your arms can come out wide, swimming them up, and then lifting them, gliding through the air, bringing them down. Good, let's bring the hands all the way down the side of the body now. Again, if you want to pull your t-shirt down, pull your shoulders down, that helps you to just feel a little bit more comfortable on the yoga mat here. Just rock your head now here from side to side on the mat here to loosen up the neck here in preparation for all the other stretches that we're going to be doing. And then let's start by getting a stretch inside the legs here by bringing the right knee to the chest here, hugging the knee, bringing it close towards the chest here. You can, if you want to, flex your feet back and forth here whilst you're lying down. And then we want to send the leg up towards the ceiling here so we get a stretch in the back of the legs here. So breathing and stretching here. Push the heel up towards the ceiling. You can try and bring the knee slightly closer towards your body here as well. And when you're stretching, you want to feel the challenge of the stretch, but we don't want to overstretch either. So we don't want to force the stretch to be happening. We want it to feel that we can hold the stretch in a reasonable way and feel the stretch inside the body without feeling compromised. Now, to challenge this a little bit, we can bring the head up towards the knee here if you want to, you can start creeping the hands up towards the ankle here, elbows pointing away from you, and drawing your head towards your knee here to feel the stretch inside your leg here. Keep breathing. And then slowly walk the hands down the leg. You're going to bring your head down safely onto the mat here. Arms come out here. We're going to come into a supine twist, a spinal twist, dropping the leg across the body. Turn the head in the opposite direction for a twist here. And here, we're going to allow the gravity to just do all the work here. So just allow the gravity to pull you down towards the floor here as you're breathing. And then use your core strength. Squeeze your belly. Slowly bring your leg up, rolling over. And then let's open out the leg to the other side here. And try to get the foot onto the floor here. Open up the arms. If this is too difficult and it feels too pinchy inside the hip, you can also bend the knee here as well and open up the arm here and just allow the gravity to pull you down. And this is how you can kind of manage this. Squeeze your belly, slowly bring your leg up to 12 o'clock with control and slowly coming back down again. Good, let's do the same thing on the other side. So bring the left knee towards the chest here. Again, if you want to flex your feet back and forth here, you can. And slowly send the leg up towards the ceiling here. Push the heel up towards the ceiling. Bring the knee towards the chest here. Keep breathing. And just feel the stretch inside the leg. You might feel the stretch on one side more than the other, depending on how tight the muscles are. And again, if you want to challenge it, you can bring your head up towards your knee. And remember, these are optional. You can also bring your hands up towards the ankle here and the elbows pointing away from the body here. So just breathing and stretching here. So keep breathing and stretching. Push your heel up towards the ceiling here. Breathing. And then slowly walk your hands down, bring your head down, open up the arms here, coming into a spinal twist here. Turn the head opposite direction towards your leg. And again, allow the gravity to pull you down. So just relax, breathe here. And then squeeze your belly, squeeze your pelvic floor, slowly bring your leg up to 12 o'clock. And we want to open out to the other side here. The leg comes out and stretching. And your leg may or may not reach the floor depending on how tight the muscles are, especially if you've done weight training or you've done other exercise or just in general there's tightness inside the muscle. It may not necessarily reach the floor. And some days you're going to be more flexible than you are on other days. Good. Squeeze your belly. Slowly bring your leg up to 12 o'clock here. And slowly bring the leg down. Okay, good. You can shake your legs off here by wagging your feet in and out. And then let's come into another movement here. Bring the feet onto the yoga mat, slightly closer to your body. And then place your hands either side of your body on your mat, palms facing down this time. And we're going to come into a bridge posture. So we want to press the feet into the floor here, lifting the hips up here, rolling back and forth up and down on your spine here, coming down vertebra by vertebra. So push the hips up, press into the floor, coming up into a high bridge, and you can gradually increase the height of your bridge posture. Okay, good. I think I'm quite happy with that. Bring the knees to the chest here, hug the knees, and we want to try and get the knees as close to the chest as we can. So we want to hug the knees, spread the toes and point the toes here. Once you feel like you can't hug them any further, and then do that paddling with your feet here. And then rocking on the spine, back and forth, massaging the spine. And slowly come up into a comfortable seated position. Good. Now that we've come into seated posture, let's bring the hands either side of the body here. Take another deep breath in. Bring the arms up into prayer above the head here. So breathing in and out. In and out. So you want to reach up, arms come down. And then let's place the hands onto the shoulders here and big circle with the elbows here. So breathing in as you come up, exhale as you come down. And at the same time you can do your breath work as well, so that you're breathing, inhaling, coming in, exhaling, coming back. And this is very, very good for your shoulders. Helps you to keep your body upright. It's going to engage those muscles in your upper back, in your shoulders. Breathing, coming up, exhale, coming down. And then let's change, go the other way. Try and get your elbows together if you can, and then come down and try and get a nice wide range of motion. Okay, good. Elbows come down. Inhale, arms come up here. Interlace the fingers above your head. Turn the palms upwards. Pull the shoulders down. And try and sit up as much as you can. Lengthening here. Breathing and lengthening. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, twist. Doesn't matter which side you're twisting to. Just twist to one side. And keep breathing at the same time. You'll find that as you exhale, you'll be twisting a little bit more. And then to come back to the center, you want to squeeze your glutes in, squeeze your belly in, and squeeze, 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 squeeze. Coming back to the center here. Take another deep breath in here. Exhale, twist to the other side. Again, trying to keep your hands up over and above your head. Squeeze your belly, squeeze your pelvic floor, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze to come back to the center here. Good. And then let's get a stretch differently in your upper body by bringing your hands close to your body behind you here. We want to open up the chest here and round the shoulders. So open up here and round the shoulders. Now do this slowly, and you don't have to over exaggerate the movement here. Slowly build into the movement. Good, and then let's get a stretch inside the neck here. So we're going to just pull the shoulders back. Hands are close to the body here. Push the chin towards the ceiling. Tongue to the roof of the mouth here, breathing in and out through your nose. You can half close or fully close your eyes, roll your eyes up to the back of your head here, breathing. And then straighten the back of the neck here, drop your chin down to your chest. Slowly straighten up your head here. Good. Swim one hand forward and the other one. Grab your ankles here. You can change across of your legs if you want to. Keep the blood circulation flowing. We're going to push back, round the shoulders, get a stretch in the rhomboids here. And forward. I'm just going to rock back and forth on the spine here. Getting a nice stretch. And it also warms up the spine as well as you're moving back and forth. You can also employ your breath here. So exhale when you come back. Inhale as you come forward. And you may wish to look right and back, left and back. You can gradually increase the speed a little bit as you're moving back and forth on your spine. Okay, good. Let's put the hands onto the knees here. You can leave a mark on your heart, on your chest if you want to, by just pressing your fingers there. Use that as your marker to help you to circle your heart here, making big, round, circular movements with your heart here, moving the spine a little bit differently. And then change, go the other way. And you can do double movements as well. So, for example, when you come back, you drop your chin down to your chest. Head comes up and around. It's not easy to get it, but you can, but then you're going to have to do the other way as well. Don't overthink it, just move as much as you can. Okay, so again, you can change across of your legs here. Inhale, bringing both arms up, pull the shoulders down. One hand is going to come down immediately to your side here, so not behind you, because you end up leaning backwards. Immediately to your side, looking far away as you can. Shoulders down, take a deep breath in and exhale, folding to one side to get a stretch all the way down the side of the body here. Keep breathing, nice deep stretch all the way down the side of the body. Lengthen your arm now and squeeze your belly to come back. So you're really engaging the core to help you to come back. It helps to protect your spine when you do that. Lengthen the other arm, pull the shoulder down, take another deep breath in, and exhale, folding to this side. Now lengthen the arm, squeeze the belly, squeeze, 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 squeeze to come back, and slowly come back. Round the shoulders, pull the shoulders down here, and let's change across of the legs, keep the blood circulation flowing. through your legs. Now we're going to do another exercise for breathing. You're going to swim one hand behind, spread your fingers on the yoga mat, the other hand, and we want to lift the hips up, drop the head back. But when you're breathing out, you want to breathe out and this type of noise. Okay, so you want to have a nice big sigh and you're exhaling like that. If you blow the air out, it's not going to be the same experience, okay? Just letting you know. So you can lift up the hips here, drop your head back all the way, pull your shoulders back, take a deep breath in. Let's do one more. Fill your lungs, exhaling all the way. Slowly bring your arms forward here. And that is just oxygen going to your brain, okay? Again, change across of your legs here. Interlacing the fingers here, placing them behind your head, opening up wide with your elbows and curling down. Now, those of you who like to do core strengthening work, an optional movement for you is you keep your arms wide and you're going to drop your elbow to one knee. And when you come back, you've got to squeeze your belly in nice and tight to come back. And you've got to do both sides, keeping the arms wide. So we want to try and avoid curling the head forward like this and doing this. We want to try and keep the arms wide, so you just keep the posture. Squeeze your belly when you're coming back to the center and change to the other side. This strengthens the core. And I know we said we're going to do deep stretches, but if you want to, as an option, do some strengthening work on your core whilst we're doing the movements, this is a really good exercise to do. Otherwise, you can continue opening up and closing. I've also noticed some people do an extra movement and they come down all the way, bending from the hips here as well. That's, again, entirely up to you, how you want to do that. Now lengthen up the arms here, pull the shoulders down, back into this position again. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, twist. Doesn't matter which side. Opposite hand grabs opposite knee. Base of the hand comes all the way to the spine here. Push down onto the yoga mat. Breathe in. And as you exhale, you're looking behind you. So use your exhalation to help you to come around rather than force. Nice long exhalations. Notice, see if you can twist. And then you want to keep this posture, turn and look over the other shoulder with your head here. You can also get a stretch within the eyes as well to see if you can bring your eyes all the way around. And then to come back, you want to bring your head towards the knee that you're holding, so in the same direction you're looking. Squeeze your belly, squeeze your pelvic floor. Inhale, arms come up here. Squeeze your belly. This engages the core as well. Interlace the fingers, lengthening up again. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, twist. And then grab the opposite knee with your hand. Other hand comes close to the spine here. Again, take another deep breath in. As you're exhaling to twist, look behind you. And you might hear a few clicks. That's normal. Now squeeze your belly, squeeze your pelvic floor. Swim your arms up to 12 o'clock here, reaching for the mango in the tree here. And then slowly bringing the arms all the way down here. Relax the shoulders here. Let's get some relief inside the legs here. So we're going to lengthen out the legs here, and you can shake them off here. Wag your feet in and out here. Coming upright here, we're going to do a movement called grinding the spices. So you can have your feet slightly apart here. You're going to feel subtle stretches through the legs here. And imagine you're holding a stone and just grinding spices here, back and forth. And this is really good for warming up your lower back here, especially if you want to practice a forward fold, for example. And then we can also practice grinding the wheat here. Okay, just checking this microphone is actually working. So big circle. And the toes are pointing upwards, flexed backwards. And change, go the other way. Okay, and then let's bring the legs together again. Okay, from here, what we're going to do is lengthen the body up here. Okay, we're going to swim one hand behind and the other hand behind. And you have two options here. Either you're going to come into a reverse plank, or we're going to come into a reverse table. So the reverse plank is the more difficult one, which is where you're going to press into the floor. Now you can decide whether your hands are going to be pointing back or whether you're going to change the position of your hands. Okay, find what's more comfortable for you. Lifting up the hips here, rolling over the heels here, coming into a reverse plank. Or, second option, is you can place your feet onto the yoga mat and lift up into a reverse tabletop. And again, you have to figure out how your hands feel more comfortable. Some people have them more comfortable with them pointing back. Some people find this more comfortable with the hands facing forward. Okay, so slowly come back out of the tabletop here. And then what we're going to do, bring your arms forward, and we're going to bring the legs around, coming into Vajrasana, the diamond seat, like this. Okay, some people may wish to use yoga bricks to help them to come into this posture. Entirely up to you. Again, we're going to lean back here, pull the shoulders back a little bit, and see if you can hold this position, but keeping the knees together, squeezing the glutes in and pushing the hips up here, dropping the head back here, and getting a stretch inside your thighs. Okay, so breathing and pushing. When you're ready, slowly coming back. Now you're only going to feel the stretch inside your thighs if the knees are joined together. If the knees are apart, you don't get the same effect. So let's try that again. Bring the knees together and push the hips up. Squeeze your bum in and push the hips up. And then try to locate the stretch and slowly come back. Now the next movement, again, is completely optional. This isn't everybody's favorite. It is a tendon stretch. If you've got weak ankles, I would avoid it. If you know you can do this already, then try it. You can lean back and feel the stretch. You can keep your hands on the floor. If that's too much, come back straight away. Otherwise, if you know you can do this and you have experience in class, then you can bring your palms together and hold the stretch there. Good. Slowly come back, walking the hands, tucking the toes under. We're going to push back to get a stretch inside the toes here. Breathing, stretching. And then from here, we're going to come up. Use your hands to help you to come up. And we're going to interlace the fingers behind, pull the shoulders down. Okay. This can be done standing also if you want to. So if you want to stand to do a forward fold with the hands in bind behind you, you can. And then either you're going to do it standing or with your knees on the floor. Untuck your toes at the back here, and we're going to slowly fold forward, keeping the hips suspended. Push the arms up over and above the head here and breathing. Now you can use the top of the head or the forehead, whatever feels more comfortable. And this gives a deep stretch. Slowly come back. Slowly come back. Okay, slowly release your arms here. And then let's widen the knees here and just slide into a child's pose here. Okay, slowly bring your hands either side of your head here, pressing into the floor here, coming into lion's seat. Okay, take a deep breath in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good, walk your hands forward here, tucking the toes under, okay, and then coming into a high seat, okay. We're going to come into camel posture from here. There's two ways of coming into the camel posture. You can place your hands onto your ankles here, and you can lift up and squeeze your belly in, pull your shoulders back, folding. Alternatively, you can try a more advanced version of it. Very advanced is if you just untuck your feet here, then you've got a little bit lower to go, or you can have your feet tucked in, swim one hand behind you, grab the ankle, or you can do one at a time, remember, bring the other one back, engage the core, squeeze, drop your head back here, keep breathing. And then slowly swim the arms forward here. And then let's come into puppy pose. So slide your knees back a little bit, keep your hips suspended, and bring your arms down. Slide your hands down, either side of your head. Press to come into tabletop. So let's just come into the center of the mat here. You can untuck the feet at the back here. Cat-cow with the spine. Just to loosen it up. Okay, walk the hands back here, coming onto the knees again here, coming up. And then from here, we're going to bring the right leg forward, okay? The right leg forward. And we're going to sink into the hips here, so sinking into the hips here. Arms can come up, pull the shoulders down, feel a stretch, and breathe here. Okay, good. Slowly bring the hands either side of your feet here. And we're going to press the left hand into the floor here. The right hand is going to do a wave, and we're going to grab the foot here to get a stretch inside the leg here as well. You should feel that inside your thighs. It's a very deep stretch here. Keep breathing and stretching. Slowly release, bring your arm all the way onto the inside of your legs. So your both hands are either side each other and the right leg is on the outside. We're going to tuck the toes in at the back here, lift up off the knee here, draw the knee, right knee out slightly, keeping the foot on the floor, just the knee draws out, the arch becomes prominent here, and the other left knee draws towards the floor but doesn't touch. This gives you a stretch inside the hips here, so a very deep stretch inside the hips, breathing and stretching here. Good. And then slowly you can drop the back knee to the floor here. Slowly walk your hands back. And in fact, you can just bring your hands all the way around if you want to. And coming back into Vajrasana. From here, lifting up onto the knees. Bring your left leg forward. Okay? Left leg forward. Pull your shoulders down. Sinking into the hips here, driving the hips forward here, coming into Anjaneya Asana on this side. So breathing and stretching here. Good, keep breathing and stretching. Then we're going to bring the hands down either side here. Either side of your left foot. This time you're going to wave the left arm. Bring the right toes up. Waving, grab the foot here. Nice deep stretch here. Now if you can't grab your foot, doesn't matter. Just trying is also a part of the process of improvement. Feel the stretch inside your thighs here. Nice deep stretch. Keep breathing and stretching here. And slowly bring your arm all the way around. So hands come onto the inside here again. Left foot now is on the outside. Tuck the toes under. Lift up the knee off the floor on the right knee. Left knee is going to draw outwards. Right knee towards the floor here to get a deep stretch inside the hips here. Keep breathing. It is a deep stretch. It stretches you in two different ways at the same time. Keep breathing. And then slowly drop the back knee to the floor here. And you can bring the foot back. Okay, good. Now your legs should feel very stretched here. Slowly come back. We're going to press into the floor here, coming into Baddha Konasana. Okay. Bring the feet together and just butterfly the legs here. This helps to just release the lactic acid buildup in the muscle. Now you want to try and bring your knees, your feet, as close to your body as possible. Okay. Pull the shoulders down so you're sitting up tall in your body. If your knees are very high, that's no problem. The idea is you want to try and bring them down towards the floor. Okay. And they will reach eventually. Now when you fold forward, you want to try and bring your feet towards your heart. Okay, rather than curling and trying to get your head towards your feet, you want to pull them towards your heart. Use your elbows to push down into the mat and folding forward. So nice long exhalations help you to fold forward a little bit more. So as you exhale, you'll find yourself coming down a little bit more. So you can use that Ujjayi type of breath to fold forward. And you'll feel the stretch inside the legs, inside the hips. And slowly come back. Good. Butterfly the legs again one more time just to feel a little bit of relief. And then swimming one hand behind and the other hand behind. Now we have the opportunity to do our breathing again. So lift up the hips here. Drop the head back here. Inhale. Drop your head back. Nice long exhalations. Remember, it's really, really a different experience when you sigh the breath out. Very nice. Slowly come back. It's very refreshing to do that. Okay, good. Slowly lengthen the legs out in front of you here, and you can give them a shake off here. And we're going to do a few standing movements. So bring yourself up off the mat here. Come into standing. I'm going to bend the knees, and we're going to drop, get a stretch inside the lats. So pushing both knees out, feet 45 degrees, drop the right shoulder as you exhale. So deep exhalation. Looking over the left and change to the other side. Really doesn't matter which side you've done. We're going to do both sides anyway. And as you exhale, you'll feel that stretch in your back here, pushing the knees out. So don't bring the one knee along with you. Push knees out in both directions. Slowly come back, pushing knees out with your elbows here. So it's a deep groin stretch. Breathing and stretching. Good. Then we're going to parallel the feet. Slide the hands down the back of the legs here, folding forward. Elbows pointing back. Try not to lock the knees back, so just folding. Feel the stretch in the back of the legs. Let's fold over the right leg. Use both hands. Then walk your hands over to the left. Folding. Coming back into the middle here, use your fingertips. Just creep the heels in, and we're going to come into Malasana. Okay? Again, you might wish to use yoga bricks to help you to come into this posture. You can use the bricks to hold the brick to help you to keep the balance, or you can sit on a couple of bricks as well. And we want to push back. We want to try and get the heels down. Sometimes it helps to bring the feet wider, and that helps to bring the heels down towards the floor here, breathing. And pull the shoulders down, coming into Malasana. Okay, good. If you want to, optional movement here, you can try coming into Baby Goddess posture. So bring the arms, and arms come back onto the inside into prayer again. If you want to, again, you can try swimming one hand behind you and the other hand behind you, coming into a crab position. Drop your head back here, breathing in. Good. Now this is balance work again to bring your arms forward. Again, like I said, it's an optional movement here. You can try that. Fingertips to the floor here. Slowly come up. Bringing the feet together. And we're going to half lift. So slide your hands up to your knees, straighten your back, and then exhale, folding forward. Slide your hands down the back of the legs and fold. Okay, that just takes the pressure of trying to reach your feet, but it gives you the fold, which is what we're looking for. Good. Hands into the hip creases, soften the knees and slowly come back, pressing into the floor here. And then let's come back down onto the yoga mat into seated posture. Let's get a stretch inside the arms here. So you're going to bring the right arm across, pull across the body, stretch in the delts. And the other arm comes out, pull across, stretch. Good, slowly come back, pull the shoulders down here, looking right and left. Right and left. Come back to the center. We're going to drop the right ear to the right shoulder, pull the shoulders down, sit up tall with your body. Right arm comes back without putting too much pressure, just very gentle. Feel a stretch in the side of the neck here. And then lean the head forward, pull the shoulder down. It shifts the stretch into the traps. And slowly come back, looking right, looking left. Coming back to the center, left ear, left shoulder, left hand comes up over the head here. Feel a stretch side of the neck here. Pull the shoulder down, keep breathing. Lean the head forward and pull the shoulder down. So take your hand to the back of the head slightly and pull the shoulder down, and it should shift the stretch into the traps on the right hand side. Well, whichever side you've done doesn't matter. We're doing both sides. Slowly come back, looking right, looking left. Come back to the center. We're going to push your hands onto the collarbone here and just gentle pressure and push the chin up towards the ceiling. Slowly release your hands, drop your chin to your chest. Drag your chin into the neck here, pedaling the chin forward here. Change, go the other way. Good, let's drop the chin down to the chest. Big circle with your head here, breathing in as you come up. Exhale as you come down. Change, go the other way. And once you've done about 2 circles, then slowly straighten up your head. And then we're going to come into a glute stretch onto the yoga mat. So lying down on your back, feet onto the yoga mat here, bring them close to your body. Right leg goes up over the left. Right hand goes through the hole. Grab the left knee with your right hand. Left hand, grab the left knee. Bring it towards your chest for a deep stretch inside the glutes here. Keep breathing. And then let's change to the other side. So left leg is going to go over the right knee. Left hand goes through the hole. Grab the right knee. Right hand grabs the right knee also. Draw the knee towards the chest. Keep breathing here. Grab your big toe. Wide stretch here. And really just stretching out here, breathing. Slowly bring your knees to your chest, hug the knees, and finally come into Shavasana. Pull your shoulders down and coming into a relaxed posture here. You guys stay in Shavasana and I will guide you through this final relaxation. Pull the shoulders down, relax your head, keep breathing. You can close your eyes here. Take a deep breath in and exhale all the way. Om Krishnaya Vasudevaya Hareye Paramatmane Pranatakleshanashaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Visualize the sun on the peak of a snow-capped mountain and the rays of the sun are shining on your body. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Inhale deeply and exhale all the way. Slowly bring your knees to your chest, hug your knees. And then just like we did earlier at the beginning of the class, we were rocking back and forth on the spine here, energize the spine. Of course, if you have any issues with your spine, you can do side to side, but that's usually for evening time. So rocking and then slowly either rock up into a seated position, or you can roll to your left-hand side and press with your hand into the floor, slowly bring yourself up into a seated position. And we'll finish with our closing mantra as well, doing Om together. So bring the palms to the center of the chest here, taking a deep breath in and Om together. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you everybody for joining yoga practice today. I hope you feel stretched out. Remember to stay hydrated throughout the day here as well. And we'll be back again very soon with another yoga class. Thank you.